How's everybody doing today? Brian Post, B Post Fishing, giving you a 2020 Central Opens kind of wrap-up recap here. Did the 4 Central Opens, had a great season and a frustrating season, all in the same breath. Met a lot of cool people, loved the traveling, loved seeing the new bodies of water. Rayburn, obviously I did good at Rayburn. I had a top 12 finish at Rayburn, probably my best tournament and probably one of my new favorite lakes I've ever been to. And you can do anything on that lake from 0 to 30 feet of water, any kind of technique. You just got to dial it in. You can figure them out. You can catch them down there. Really cool experience down there. Neely Henry following that one. I was on fish, but I think between previous tournaments and our tournament and a lot of guys practicing on a fairly small body of water, the pressure got to them. First day was on the right fish to do pretty decent. Did not capitalize. Second day, they switched gears on me and I did not switch with them. Very frustrating finish on that one. And then off to Lewisville. Lewisville was tough. The weather made the lake fish even smaller with the high winds we had. The first day of practice on Saturday, we had like 45-mile-an-hour winds out of the south. Couldn't leave the creek arm I was in for practice. Found some fish, but not a lot. I think I had 7 legal fish in 6 days of fishing down there. Did lose, second day of the tournament, did lose an absolute giant in a brush pile. Probably the largest fish I've ever had on in my life. Was pretty disheartening at that point in time because I believe that fish was a difference between the finish I had and probably a check with as tight as the weights were. But all in all, I loved it. I've waited a long time to do these, waited until everything was right in all aspects of my life so that I could afford it, and schedules with families and work and everything else. And I don't intend on missing another season because it was great. Met a lot of really cool people. All the co-anglers I had, got along with them great. It was awesome to have conversation and meet different people and learn about their aspects of life in the back of the boat throughout the day of fishing. This year, going into 2021, going to change things up a little bit on how I travel and how I practice. Not limiting myself when I figure something out. Trying to figure out more patterns so that you can have that option to run it during the tournament, because there's a lot of really good anglers in these tournaments, and if you limit yourself to one thing, you can pretty much guarantee somebody else is already on it. Somebody else is already running it. So to find that little off the wall thing is definitely a big necessity, I believe. Coming up, we're going to do a couple different series here on YouTube. We're going to try to get this going. Not real great at this, but we're going to give it a whirl. Definitely going to do a boat review. I've got a 2020 F205 Falcon with the Mercury on it. Absolutely love my boat. I ran the bejeebers out of it this year. Oklahoma alone, the first tournament to kick off, I ran 280 gallons of gas through it in 6 days. I have 0 complaints. It fished phenomenally. It performed phenomenally. All the equipment I've got on it kind of give you a breakdown, rundown of why I got what I've got. And I'm still learning too. When it comes to electronics and stuff like that, I added a Garmin Live Scope this year. That made all the difference in the world at Rayburn. I truly believe that. Also going to go and do some rod and reel reviews. Arc rods, as if you follow anything of mine on social media, you know I'm a big advocate for arc rods. I'm going to tell you what I really think. They don't pay me. I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything. So my reviews are how I truly feel. I spend the money that I spend and I expect my stuff to perform. And believe me, I push it to the limits with everything that I do and every piece of equipment that I have. So you're going to get an honest review of what I think and what I don't think. So moving forward, we've got some of that stuff going. Really starting to get thinking about the 2021 season. The schedule was released here last week. I'm going to attempt to do all 9. They're running 3 divisions, 3 tournaments each. I'm going to attempt to do all 9. I've got to get schedules and finances and everything else figured out as far as that goes to move forward. Currently, here, I'm sitting in the office back in Janesville, Wisconsin. We're a little late on this recap. Work has been pretty hectic once I got done traveling. So we've been getting caught up on that. Got one big project finishing up here and got to get some homeowners in their new house just before Christmas. So that's been a priority. And bass fishing kind of takes a back seat for us here in Wisconsin at this point in time. I got an ice fishing report from my dad on Wednesday. So he's been out on the ice. We got a couple 3 inches finally. The weather cooled off. So that's kind of where my mind drifts to for a month or two here. Get some bluegills, get the freezer full of fish, and then we're going to start prepping for the 2021 season and traveling here. It kicks off in Florida in March if I choose to do that series. That's I believe the Southern Series. Hoping to have minimal experience in Florida, but do have some. But we got a lot of work to do between here and there. The boat currently, I'll put some footage in here. This will what my boat currently looks like. It's in my shop, and there's anywhere from a deer rifle to coffee mugs to cases of water to all my tackle still sitting on top of it. It kind of got I got home from Lewisville the day of opening gun deer season for us. I quickly put it in the shop and unloaded the truck and loaded the deer hunting stuff up and went hunting. All right, so this is the other half of the shop. As you saw, I was sitting in the office there where all the paperwork takes place. This is currently what my boat looks like this time of year because it's ice fishing season. As you can see, we got a little bit of everything on it. Backpacks, deer rifle, some glide baits. But we're gonna do a review of this boat. This is the F205 Falcon. I've got some unique stuff set up on it. I've got some stuff that's just factory options. But before I do any reviews, we obviously have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of organizing. It's kind of left in disarray from the last tournament. Like I said, came home deer season and unload the truck at 9 o'clock at night, load the truck back up with the deer stuff and headed north. So, but this is kind of home base for everything. It's the beginning of a man cave, if you will. But we're going to do a walkthrough on this boat eventually and show you everything and why I run a Falcon and why I'm very happy with the Falcon. I've owned several different boats, and this is definitely one of the best that I've ever run. And my next purchase will be a Falcon. But yeah, we got some new exciting stuff coming up. Hope you guys can follow along. We're gonna give it a whirl at this YouTube thing. I'm not too sure what I think of it yet. My wife puts me on the spot here and tells me I need to do all of this stuff, so gotta listen to the boss, right? So hope everybody's gonna have a Merry Christmas and a good New Year's, and we'll be in touch soon. Take care.